Hey, there it is. I found the word worship in my word search. Why am I doing a Psalm 100 word search? Because we have an activity packet for you for this Sunday. I mean, I guess any of you could use it. It's particularly for kids because we have a little bit of a different Sunday. Many of you have heard we're doing things slightly differently this Sunday. We have no Sunday school, so nothing at 9:30. And then at 10:30, our normal worship service is the same time, but we don't have children's worship. And all of this is because of some scheduling conflicts. We just had a hard time staffing everything with our women at the women's retreat. And on top of that, we value children being able to be in the service. And we do this, we have some family services a few times a year where we don't have children's worship. So we're trying that this week. And thus the activity packet, something to help keep your kids occupied. I think the word search is maybe a little harder than it looks, enough to keep you occupied. I'll put it that way. So we want to help your kid be occupied if they can't pay attention. Of course, we'd love for them to be able to pay attention and catch some of the content of the sermon. Also, some of you parents may have read ahead and we're in the second half of Romans 1, and you've noticed, it's some fairly adult kind of content, difficult topics. Yes, it is. So just want to let you know, I'm neither skipping over those nor spending all my time on them. So it's one example, one of the ways that our rebellion against God works out is in all sorts of disordered desires, and that works itself out in gender and sexuality. So we are going to talk about that because it's important, because it's significant, and the Bible talks about it. But I'm not going to spend all my time on it. It's not the theme of the sermon. So just letting you know that's coming. I'm going to do my best to talk about it appropriately. The world is always discipling our kids on these matters, so we need to make sure that we are as well. But if it seems to you that in that moment it's a little intense for your kid in that portion of the sermon, that might be a fine time. If you need to wander out to the playground or the bathroom, maybe that's the time to do it. But I hope, in fact, that it will be really helpful to you and to your family as we look at all the different ways in Romans 1 that our dark hearts struggle with sin. So 9:30, no Sunday school. 10:30, regular worship service. Activity packets. I'm going to do my best to keep things tight this week as we also have communion. Come join us. We're looking forward to seeing you all for worship 10:30 Sunday morning. Thanks, Crosspark.